Okay, we've got 4 characters. I'm not sure how to feel about whether or not I get Terezi. Okay, we've got John first. That's a good start.
Nice.
And Dirk. Okay, I haven't got Dirk so far, which means you're doing Terezi and Roxy.
Cool.
Fair.
Sobs, I miss being Dirk already.
Okay. There we go. Alright. You zap back to Earthsea with the last of your energy, and I do mean last. You place your first foot on the ground, stumble forward 3 steps, and cough up blood. Terezi has to catch you under your arms, but you're already going translucent around the edges. Your skin is cooling to the touch. The poison is coursing through your blood so furiously it's making your veins feel like cords. Terezi can tell you're dying. She's not in great shape herself, but she manages to tug you to your feet.
John, come on. Let's get you to Jane.
You try to remember if you've ever been revived by Jane before. You honestly can't recall. So much has happened. Maybe? It doesn't matter. This isn't a room you can recover from. It's game over this time. No healing, no afterlife, no cosmic clock, No cosmic clock proclaiming your sacrifice as heroic. The poison needling through you is antithetical to narrative relevance. You're not dying, John. You're being erased. Cherubs don't fuck around. We've both been learning that the hard way. I guess it's tragic, though maybe not in the conventional sense. My view is, the real tragedy with you, John, is that you never mattered all that much. To those on the level of the cherubs, and now my level as well, you were never all that special, despite the critical role you played. You were just a meddling glob of human glue used to seal one glaring gap yet left in canon. A simple tool to be wielded by a mechanic whose consciousness has risen high enough to see the machine for what it is. Your complete lack of remarkability, specific motivation, drive, opinion on where to direct your own fate. These deficiencies are exactly what made you so useful, so successful as being endowed with the units I borrowed to satisfy my purposes. You slip from Terezi's grip and face plants into the grass. You hitch an elbow beneath yourself so that you can roll over onto your back. You want to see the sky. What was it that you thought when you went home, John? Back to your real home? That the sky here is too bright? That it looked like someone nudged a contrast a couple of degrees in the wrong direction? How does it look now? You close your eyes against the light. I don't think it matters. I don't think this is the wound Jane can fix.
Don't be ridiculous.
Terezi, for once in my life, I'm being serious, okay? As soon as I got bit, I was dead. No, even before that, I was dead the moment I woke up that morning. Well, that's a little melodramatic. Not quite, John. You died the moment you made the decision to go meet your destiny. You would have lived if you made the other decision under a certain definition of the word living. You might even have lived until the end of your immortal lifespan, as shitty as that sounds. The objective reality of that life might be in dispute by some of the more pedantic canon listeners out there. The outspoken Soviets when it comes to what counts and what doesn't. They know who they are, but whatever kind of life in the bubble you'd be living, at least you'd still be breathing in it. That was the actual choice Calliope was giving you that day. That's why she looked so sad when you decided to fight Lord English, even though you knew both then and now it was the only choice you could possibly have made. It was, John. This will be the best outcome for everyone, I promise.
John!
Hey, come here. Terezi kneels at your side. She doesn't do anything sappy like take your hand though, mostly because she knows how this is going to go and doesn't want to experience the tactile sensation of feeling your pulse slow under her palm. I've got, dying words to say and stuff.
Really? Dying words. Oh my god, Egbert, you really are the lamest person who has ever lived. This isn't a movie, you complete dumbass. You're dying and you wouldn't even let me help you.
Terezi, are you crying? She wipes her eyes and nods. I can't believe it.
I resent the implication that I would pretend to be unaffected by your death after we had an emotionally significant sexual encounter in the back of the four-wheel device once belonging to your dead human Lucis.
Oh, heh. I guess even after that, I'm still a little intimidated by you, huh?
Still?
Yeah, I mean, you have black feelings for me, but I just can't feel stuff like that. I'm just a human, after all.
John,
It's okay. I'm glad that I got to be with you, even if it was just for a little while. Do you mind if I say something stupid, but potentially even multiple stupid things?
Would you still say them even if I said no?
Probably.
Deathside confessor. Say all the stupid things, John. I will remember them for you.
Wow, that actually sounded kind of romantic. She doesn't confirm or deny the intent of her statement. She cries quietly and waits for you to say. She cries quietly and waits for you to say whatever dumb shit is rushing around in your poisoned adult mind. There's a chilly breeze rolling in from the mountains. It rustles through the trees, breaking the perfect silence of an autumn afternoon. You try to touch her face, but you can barely see now. You miss and lovingly caress the hair instead. Your hand lands back on your chest. You feel blood soaking through your shirt. You're bleeding again. Oh man, now I'm on the spot. I can't think of anything significant to say. I always hoped that if I was in this position, I'd have something really awesome and memorable to say, like Nick Cage would if he died.
Don't worry. I'll tell everyone you said something really cool.
Would you really do that for me?
If you want me to.
I don't think anyone will believe you.
No, they will. I promise I'll watch every shitty movie you like and find just the right stupid fucking quote. Something that nobody would ever doubt John Egbert would use as his final words. They'll believe it, trust me. I'll make them believe it.
Terezi, I think I really love...
Don't you dare!
Really love...
Don't you dare fucking die on me in the middle of a love confession. I forbid it!
But Then John dies in the middle of a love confession. Terezi leans closer, then holds perfectly still. She tilts her ear towards him and sniffs once. There, she can hear it, the slow seeping of blood like a distant stream, the scent of his life leaving his body, strangely unmistakable, like the quality of the air before it rains. She listens to him bleed while she smells him die. Terezi presses her ear to his chest and confirms that his heart has stopped. Her tears dry up at that. She's so devastated she can't even fucking cry. What is she supposed to do now when John was the one who asked her to come back to this place? What is she supposed to do now when John was the one who, would she even have any intention of returning if it weren't for him? She doesn't know anymore. She remembers his voice so earnest and friable, asking her over and over again to come home. In multiple realities, all he wanted of her was this, to be home, safe with all their friends. And now she's here, she's lost. Legs shaking, she gets to her feet and takes a whiff of the horizon. Where the fuck am I, she thinks. How do I just get on with living here after everything that just happened? That's definitely a fair question, but I have one that's much more important for her to answer. Terezi, are you seriously just going to leave the body here?
Huh?
Of course not. Terezi's a practical girl, after all. She digs the wallet out of her blood-stained pants and captures a corpse. She holds it close to her heart, like a secret, like John's stupid last words, a confession whispered for her and no one else. And then she starts walking home. So it turns out that home is an entirely abstract concept, a state of mind, if you will, rather than a literal physical construct that can make you feel one way or another. Terezi's been gone long enough that her friends seem like strangers, entangled in relationship dynamics that she's obliquely excluded from, embroiled in petty feuds, obsessed with politics. Oh, do you want to know how those petty feuds and political obsessions turned out, by the way? I thought it was pretty obvious, but I'll say what's up anyway. Jane swept the election, of course. I told you I was going to win. After Jake's incoherent and scandalous heel turn at the Karkat's ill-fated rally, no amount of esoteric three-dimensional JPEG artifacts could have salvaged Avanta's campaign. Besides, Dave and Karkat now have other concerns, mainly that their BFF Jade has been in a coma for an entire month. They've been in and out of the hospital handling her affairs. Her next of kin is listed as John Egbert, and no one's seen him in ages. It's like he just disappeared suddenly, like some great hand came out of the sky and crossed his name off the big list of guys we ever need to give a shit about anymore. Terezi heard about Jade from a rather harried Kanaya, who was doubtlessly run ragged from the hot potato plot circles I've been sending her on for weeks to stop her from reading me the riot act for kidnapping her lovely wife. The woman is obviously hysterical and needs to chill the fuck out. I mean, she's hysterical because I've been specifically and deliberately causing her to be that way, sure, but still, she should be fine soon enough. It takes Terezi a couple of days to work up the what, exactly. What is she supposed to be feeling right now? I'm not sure myself. Maybe I should take a minute to think about the thing you're supposed to feel when someone goes through whatever the hell it was she just went through. If I come up with any ideas, I could easily do the favour of helping her feel it. Whatever it is she's supposed to feel, what she actually feels is empty, colourless, dried up, as she walks beneath a holographic billboard displaying Jane's glorious victory speech. The ceremony accompanying speech is patently absurd, stuffed with so much pomp and circumstance that Terezi's nose can't make sense of what she's supposed to be looking at. It's all just lighting colours, signifying nothing. Her internal smelloscope is so discombobulated from the onslaught of pastry-themed floats, and Jane's tearful soliloquy on the legacy of responsibility she is about to inherit, that she mistakes the familiar figure standing in front of the hospital for someone else entirely.
Hey, cool kid. How's Jade doing?
Roxy turns around and blinks in confusion. Terezi blinks back. Kanai had warned her that Roxy had been going through some changes, but this still takes her by surprise. So, in her defense, this wasn't an honest mistake to make. Dave gets half his genetics from Roxy after all, and since her big heart-to-heart about the personal politics of queer onion metaphors and 10 stages of galaxy brainings through the many vicissitudes of the phrase no homo, Roxy has decided to really step up her gender experimentation. I guess at this point she's gone beyond stage 10, which I imagine is somewhat like reaching Super Saiyan 2 of gender and then going even further beyond. She's got the shades trademark now, and sports one of those sweep over hipster cuts Dave loves so much. Nothing ambiguous about the presentation, although if I'm being totally real, it's a bit derivative. Anyway, I can't complain too much about her decision to crib the Strider style, since, she's family. Besides, I'm T-minus 10 hours and fucking off this gayer forever. It's her life, her gender, her style. She can be whatever the fuck she wants. Roxy's whole face lights up when she sees Terezi.
My Terezi. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I mean,
You're Roxy and Terezi, yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Oh my god, Terezi, I didn't know you were back. What's up? Oh, Roxy. Hi. I thought you were Dave. Oh, LMAO. That makes sense. I thought for a minute you were appreciating my rad new look, but I know I got a ways to go before I dethrone the original cool kid. No, yours is very cool. In fact, I'd probably venture that if we were judging coolness in a formal coolness contest judged by the pros, on a complete objective. Wow, thanks. Which is a fact that seems so obvious that I've definitely knocked several ranks off my own personal coolness attribute by being loud, rather than allowing it to be assumed. Well, no way. Terezi, you're like the raddest chick I know.
Terezi's jaw tightens. There we go. She's not ready to hear any words that remind her of those few hours with John. Her hand goes to her pocket where she's keeping the wallets. She traces the contours of it with her thumb and forces a smile.
If you say so. Yeah, I fucking do say so. Don't make me repeat myself.
Roxy seems almost effusive despite the circumstances. An earthy, genuine effusiveness that lights her up from inside. Terezi's head is filled with stories about a different version of Roxy, the polar opposite of the one standing in front of her.
So, you're here to see Jade, huh? Yeah, I heard what happened to her and thought I should come. Well,
Pay respects? No, that's dumb. Terezi knows that's dumb. This is just emotion you go through. John would definitely want to be here though, and technically Terezi is taking him with her. He may be in her pocket, but lately she's feeling more like he's under her skin. She hasn't told anyone what happened. At least she knows she can look at him whenever she wants.
Yeah, it's looking grim. On one hand, she's just laying there, so there's not really a chance of her doing anything either evil or heroic to offer herself permanently. It's also been so long, it's like, is she gonna just sleep forever? Sleeping forever definitely sounds like a Jade move to me. Yeah, well, I feel bad cracking jokes about it, but I think it's what she'd want, us having hope and all. Yes, where's Calliope? You two are still together? Right. Oh, God. Back when Jade first got all effed up, Callie saw something and it made them freak out. It took me weeks to convince them that it was safe to come home. But now we got the opposite problem. They aren't leaving the house at all. They stay home all day and with the blinds drawn, painting some weird-ass shit on the wall. What? It's not as bad as it sounds, I promise. Some of it is, like, weird and violent, like, lots of nasty purple blood and, nudity?
He Gamzee.
Yeah, yikes. But most of it is cute stuff like various combos of all of us being happy and getting married and shit. Anyway, that's kept Callie kind of busy. So it was hard to tell it was hard as hell to convince them to let me come see Jade at all. It's like they're traumatized. They think I'll drag whatever possessed Jade back into our home with me. Does Callie know what happened to Jade then? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna push them. Callie's got all kinda hang-ups about their existence and purpose and potential lack thereof. When they're ready to talk about it, I want them to be able to talk about it, you know? Yes, it does sound like pushing them when they're vulnerable will just backfire.
Terezi startles a bit when her phone buzzes. Who would even be messaging her now when the only person she's ever talked to is currently dead in her other pocket? She's intrigued, but she thinks better of worrying about it. It's be rude to look at her phone while she's in the middle of a conversation.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen John lately?
Terezi's heart skips a beat. It's almost as if Roxy is the one reading her mind.
Why do you ask?
No one else has asked yet. Roxy gives a shrug. A conflicted look crosses the face, but I can't see past it. With the dead cherub out of the picture, the aura of void surrounding Roxy once again is impenetrable. Those border shades aren't exactly improving my odds of reading her either. I'll say again what I've always felt about her on some level. Some riddles were never meant to be solved.
You went back to the medium a while ago, right? I thought maybe you and he crossed paths.
Terezi does not flinch. Her pleasant expression does not falter. She's good at the appearance of confidence even when racked with indecision and grief.
No, I haven't seen him. Oh, damn, that's too bad. Callie and I have been worried. Kinda hoped he would come back, or at least let us know what he's up to. Between this and what's going on with Jade, the lack of closure is gonna keep me up at night. I'm sorry. I wish I knew what to tell you. Hey, it's fine. You can't fix everyone's problem. I know.
Roxy pinches her lips together and examines Terezi over the rim of her sunglasses for a moment. Maybe having watched her own friend group suffer stress fractures recently, she understands the weight of those words as uttered by this specific person. Because Terezi is a fixer, and it has been a very difficult lesson for her to learn that some things are simply out of her control. Maybe it's just that Roxy can hear the bone-deep sorrow in her voice.
Oh my fucking god, it's him, you fucking oaf. What? Who you loudly whispering to? Oh, nobody.
Oh, my bad. Why not send him my regards? Tell him he makes a kick-ass him for me. It soothes the hell out of him.
I'm not fucking telling him that.
Whatever was bothering Roxy, it passes quickly, and he says nothing about it. He puts his hand on Terezi's shoulder and gives it a warm clap. The fraternal kind, which a couple of solid dudes might exchange after having just broed out. It's convincing, actually, reasonably authentic and quite masculine. He's also a great start exhibiting the mannerisms associated with his chosen gender. I'm genuinely proud of him.
Okay, well, I should get going. Was nice catching up. Don't be a stranger, alright? Stranger than what? LMAO, you're a riot, but you know what I mean. Yeah, see you.
As soon as Roxy's gone, Terezi regrets lying to him about John. It's a hard secret to keep, but probably a hard one to reveal. Maybe it would have been better if she had run into Dave instead of Roxy. It would have been easier to confide something like that to Dave, wouldn't it? Well, maybe it would have been easier. Years ago in a different timeline, and even then she messed that up, didn't she? But we can't beat ourselves up too much for our team mistakes. Let alone the stuff we can't even remember because it technically never even happened to us. We have enough to worry about as it is, right, Terezi?
Ugh.
I know you can hear me.
Of course I can hear you. You've been broadcasting your nonsense at me non-stop since John zapped us back. I know that every member of your family except the one I just had a pleasantly brief conversation with is genetically incapable of shutting up. But can you just let me be depressed in peace?
I feel depressed all the time, but I can't remember ever having the luxury of feeling peaceful about it. Why should it be different for anyone else?
What do you want?
Come on, Terezi, you don't belong here. You know you don't belong here.
What the hell do you know about where I belong? What do you know about what I know? We've even had a single sustained conversation that lasted more than 10 minutes.
To be honest, I'm not sure if you've ever exchanged any words at all. Why should that matter? Here we both are. It's a beautiful day. You've got your dead boyfriend in your wallet, and we've already managed to strike such a nice metatextual report. So hear me out. I know that you've always felt out of step here on Earth C. I know that you could easily put on a brilliant act that would fool everyone. You could potentially do that for the rest of your life, but it will eat into you or hollow you out like a parasite because you'll always refuse to allow yourself to be understood. You know you'll never be happy here, and neither will I, because this place isn't for people like us.
Dirk, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You'll see if you come with us. Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you bring him with you?
Him?
Yeah, you saved his body for a reason, right? Maybe it doesn't even have to be the end for him. Endings are kind of overrated anyway. I'll give you some time to think about it. My door is open, but not for long. And I do give her the time. I ease the throttle back a bit, just enough that I'm not whispering directly into her ear when she slips her wallet out of her pocket. She clutches it so hard in her palm that it is sticking dense into the leather and bites her lip. The gentle breeze is all she can hear. It's louder than my voice, and in some understated way, and makes my case me more persuasively. She knows I'm right.